So hello guys, welcome to the stream. Gonna do a weird training summary for March. Crazy martial arts and some more basic training routines here. Friday is the suck your leg day as usual. 1st of March, did some squats. Been doing the lunges. I found that the backward lunges are more helpful. Build your glutes, build your butt, build your legs, get some core practice in there. But I did them also forwards. Theme for March, strength and meditation. Sounds a bit cooler than the February focus on just everyday movement and some strange yoga breathing, but maybe that works, but only on the margin, I think. So I was practicing the basic Tai Chi to get some balance and some softness in the movements, which I sorely need. An old triathlete who is not very agile can use that, and when you go post 50, yay or not so yay, you need to train a bit differently. Running Ironmans, it's a bit bit more difficult, to say the least, after 50. But I was trying to enhance the pushing routine in the Tai Chi move, Tai Chi form, trying to get some good running routines here. When you train for longer distances, you can run for 5 minutes and then walk for 1 minute, maybe take a sip of water or something. And when you run marathons, I haven't been able to complete a marathon, but I tried to once at the end of the Ironman in 2019. Of course, you're already very tired when you have to run because you have been swimming for almost 4 kilometers. You have been biking for 180 kilometers, so you're very tired. I was too overweight, and it was raining like crazy, so I didn't finish the Ironman. But at least I tried. Sound like yeah, it's Monster Energy, zero sugar. Yeah, so if you're young now, want to train for an Ironman, keep your weight down, you need to train for at least 2 hours every day, 6 days a week. I did the swimming technique on Tuesday, biking on Monday, running on Thursday, but I usually skipped that because I needed to get 2 rest days in instead of 1. But remember, I was 43 when I started training for the Ironman or triathlon. I did some sprints to begin with, but then on Friday I did some longer swimming sessions or more speed sessions. Saturday I was biking again, long bike, maybe 90, 100 kilometers. Sunday I was trying to do a long run, but the long runs get insane. In 2019 I was supposed to run like 32 kilometers, almost a marathon, but I usually only did like 12 or 13. The same thing I do now. Maybe I run like 13 kilometers in the weekend in the weekends, but I also do some I just do a lot of walking also because I was trying to practice some breathing, some meditation after the workout sessions. That was the theme for March. So on Sunday I was practicing the rear naked choke, trying to defend against chokes. You need to step out to the right to remove his hand. Bend it outwards. And you can also, if you're skilled, you can throw the opponent, but you need to practice this a lot. But I was doing some basic walking techniques, like get a smooth walk in there. Some sword practice. You can practice with the sword against a wall to minimize the movements. If you like draw the sword when you stand against the wall, you make sure to not do very wide movements. You need to have a focused draw. I was also practicing drawing the sword while laying down, which is kind of interesting. Kind of forces you to keep your weapon in check. So I was doing a lot of strength training, the old gym bro routine. We practice chest on Mondays. I usually start off with the bench press, then I do some dips. I used to do the incline also, but I don't have access to a gym anymore, so you can also do some what do you call them, cable, but I don't have cables anymore. But usually I rest on Mondays, which is a kind of remnant from my triathlon days. So on Tuesday I was training the back, get some deadlifts in there and some lat pull downs. I was practicing the outside lock, some combinations. You block and strike the opponent's hand, and then you get out of the way, shift your weight, go to the left, and then kick under its leg, and then strike to the ribs. Remember, these are katas. You practice some basic movement. They cannot be translated automatically to real fighting, of course, but Wednesday I did some more strength. I think I did arms training on Wednesday. Sometimes you can do the arms on Wednesday. Practicing breaking the opponent's balance. You can, when you do the outside lock, you can accelerate through the movement. In the beginning, you don't want to go very fast because if you make mistakes, that can be fatal. But when you do get the good grip on the opponent, in the very last movement, you can go a lot quicker. Yeah, Thursday I was practicing some basic falling techniques, okemi, like to receive, to forward and backward rolls. Still have some problems with the back roll, which is more difficult, of course, but you can do forward rolls at least, both sides. I was running and trying to get a good cadence in there. You need to move legs a lot quicker than you're used to. Optimal around 180, but some triathletes only go 165, so they have a bit of a slower running cadence. I was practicing the turning and kicking in the Tai Chi form. Practicing with the sword on Friday or Thursday, I can't remember, but try to get the basic movements in there. Some weird techniques that are called crushing the baby. You kind of, I think you strike his hands. We're doing a sword drawing seminar in the weekend, trying to be connected to your opponent. Getting into the routine of moving your body first before you defend, to get out of the way first. Use small movements. Kind of use the windmill technique when you flip his sword out of the way, but you need to keep moving at all times. Doing some Tai Chi, the low punch in Tai Chi. On Sunday, you do the basic movement of brush knee. You need to rock back, and then you go into the you need to be relaxed when you do the punching techniques. I was practicing a lot of theory on Monday. I was running a bit, but took it rather easy. But do the four corners, which is set up to throws as an advanced stepping sequence. It looks a little bit like judo. Practicing with an old, or not so old, one of the master instructors on Tuesday. Some throwing techniques. You need to sink down and turn your body, try to relax. I still don't really get it. Sometimes you need to turn your body. You need to be facing the opponent, and you need to turn the body before you sink down. It takes some practice. Trying to connect the warm-up routine with the workout proper. Practice the basic techniques with the high block and stepping sequence, and then going to throw the opponent. Did some shoulders on Wednesday. Try to get a bro split in there. Chest Monday, back Tuesday, shoulders on Wednesday, so you don't train the same muscles 2 days in a row. Pretty basic techniques. Trying to rehearse what I did on Tuesday. Doing the four corners. Practicing the sixth grade, the 6 kyo, which I got a few weeks ago, but I was practicing the defense against punches and holds or bear hugs and stuff. Get some sweeps in there. Trying to get some more flow into the Tai Chi moves on Friday. Did some leg workout. Yay! Doing the basic Tai Chi, but I also did the end of the form, which is the lotus sweep, so-called sweep, and the crescent kick, which is very difficult. I still haven't got that down after 5 years, but practicing the long form on the set on in the weekend. the regular brush knee, and then the high pat on horse, turn and chop with fist, some sword techniques on Sunday, trying to remain relaxed. There's a movement called push needle to see bottom. You learn how to relax when you finish off the opponent, so to speak. When you use swords, you want to have the feeling of like throwing the sword, so to speak. It's a bit like Tai Chi, where you throw your fist. Doing some katas, some walking and some katas on Monday, just to get the foundation in there with the earth, water, fire, wind, and void. Make like a flow chart of the katas, where you like count the movements, you get the rhythm in there. But I also did some bench press and some dips. I was swimming on Tuesday, doing the Tai Chi and the basic katas again, and then I did some deadlifts and shrugs. I usually end with the shrugs. What do you call them? I don't know, what do you train when you train shrugs? Upper back. Doing some lat pull downs and some short intervals to end it all. I was opening the form on Wednesday. You just start with a basic commencement there. I was trying to work on relaxation on Thursday. Trying to relax my shoulders and sink down a bit more. Trying to use the entire body when you strike, and like visualize the opponent. Doing some usual leg routine on Friday, but I was also running some short intervals afterwards. Saturday I was very tired, so I did like a reverse long run. I was walking for 5 minutes and then running for 1 minute only, but did some 11 kilometers. Took me over 2 hours. But you at least you get some pulse training in there if you try to run at least parts of the session. Do the basic 8 on Sunday. Ichimonji, Hicho, Yumonji, Omote Gyakko Ski, Ura Gyakko, Mushadori, and Genseki Nage, which is the first position, the bird taking off position, the cross position, the outside lock with a punch, the inside lock, the warrior trap, which is basic lock, and the Genseki Nage rock throwing, which is a very basic throw. Practicing the sword, or first the escape from the grabs or bear hugs, or the wrist grabs. You can do it both with 1 and 2 hands. When you escape, if you holds both of your wrists a motion that looks a little bit like the diagonal flying technique from Tai Chi. You need to practice this in pairs under a seasoned instructor, but you know this, of course. You can't learn it all from YouTube videos. No kidding. Yeah, I was continuing the weight training. Monday did some bench and some dips, but I'm practicing the spinning kicks, turn and kicks, and the end of the form with the sweeps. Training some basic rolls on Tuesday, and then did the first part of the basic 8. Just when you do after the first position, you do the bird taking off position, and then they do the cross position. You need to get the flow to the movements. I was practicing the basic locks there also, and some trying to learn the basic throw. I was training for my new rank at that time, so I broke the schedule. I did some more, even more bench press and dips on Wednesday. Kind of fun to work on your chest. So I was reading some theory, trying to get the fair lady work shuttles, work on the later Tai Chi. The movement that comes later in the short form, and the basic 8, called Kihon Happo, basic 8. Trying to get the practicing on Thursday to get my movements a bit more economical, smaller movements. The inside, the outside lock, the inside lock is a bit more difficult. You usually use your elbow. Also practicing the so-called demon crusher, which is a more advanced lock. Ona Kodaki, demon crusher. Doing a lot of the boring leg stuff on Friday. Trying to break down the form. Get some lunges in there, but I think the lunges really help me build my butt and my core. Some balancing. Doing a weird experiment on Saturday. I was doing the form backwards. Start off with the really difficult ones, the sweeps and stuff, and the crescent kicks. Doing a video of the water form, try to get them more fluidity into the form. It can't be too choppy when you do the water form. I was rehearsing the stepping sequences in the so-called Fair Lady work shuttles. Really cute name, but it's really a setup to some pretty nasty throws. So just doing some biking on Sunday. Took it rather easy. But that's it for March. So thanks for watching. I'm soon halfway to black belt, but need to practice the stuff I already know. So trying to get movement smoother and work on my balance. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.